Welcome back to Immense Music. That last song you heard was Fly High with Minister Meek and Patrick Milla. They are actually in the studio with us, man.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Glad to be here, man.
Yeah. Glad to have you, man.
Appreciate it.
So tell us a little bit about that last song, that Fly High.
Man, it's a long story, bro. I mean, first and foremost, just to be here is just an honor and a blessing and just a testimony just for us to even be here now. So we just appreciate you guys tremendously just for the showing us love and the support. I mean, to just be here before our project even released is just it's just awesome. So thank you, brother.
Oh, no problem, man.
Thank you, sister. Thank you, brothers.
Yeah, actually, because we have a mutual contact at Audio Dallas, right? So we got in touch, yeah. So he told us about me, sent some stuff, and I was like, let's get him. Actually, you reached out to me, and that's how we found out about you.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because we actually, we're a friend of the show. You actually did a song. That song we did was a friend of the show, K Yvette.
Really?
Remember? Yeah.
Okay.
We actually interviewed her a few shows back.
Yeah.
So that was actually very interesting.
Yeah, no doubt.
Small world.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Shout out to K Yvette.
Most definitely.
She is
very
awesome.
talented.
She
yes.
is awesome.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
No doubt. But Fly High, that song, I mean, it's like we just really been through a lot in life, man. That song was actually a song that was probably mostly inspired by my daughter, just by having conversations with my daughter, and just we pray and do a Bible study on Wednesday night. But she passed. She died in December of 2014, and just where she was in life, and she's young. She was young, 23, and
that's real young.
But she was just really starting to just fly high, and just it's like when you see a child, when your child grows up and just starts maturing and coming
into their own.
Yeah, it was just really beautiful and just awesome to see. And it's like that song that we did, Fly High. She influenced that song big time.
Man, it's beautiful, man.
That's nice.
This very, very nice, man.
Yeah.
And Minister Meek.
If I might add, my verse on that song, it was a if I can say this, it was a self-motivation song for myself as well, from where I came from in the past, as I look back, and to encourage myself. And this goes for everybody, no matter what state you're in, that it's all about persevering. And your mind stays to fly high. There's no limit to whatever you want to do. If you put your mind to it, you can do it. Go get it, come back with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so it's just like flying high. Set your dreams, set your goal, come up with a plan, go execute that plan. And that's just where it's at right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. How did you two actually come together as a group, Minister Meek and Patrick Milla? Is this
you want the long version or the short version?
we go ahead. Give us the got a medium version.
Yeah, medium.
Boy. We grew up as little boys, in the hood,
right?
And we started rapping and everything, and life took a turn. I had some setbacks. He went off to college, I went off to jail, came back with a new frame of mind. And we put our heads together. And formulated this here. But
right.
It was we've known each other. And we've known we each had a gift. And we perfected and crafted it, and as years, life takes its toll. We got to pay bills, and so we kind of shifted away for a little bit, put the pad and pen down for a minute, and we came back and said, man, with the way the world's going now, we need to go ahead and utilize this gift and push this, And so here we are today, So
all right, just man, here we are today, just by the grace of God, man. It just really feel like there is an assignment, like actually from God, with the road that with all that we've been through, just with the struggle. I mean, in 2011, my wife was diagnosed with cancer, and
dang, Mr. Miller, you've been through it, huh?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
So, I just really been through a lot in life, and I was already on the wrong road, like during that time. I was doing music, but it was just, I mean, with some people, God just have a calling on your life,
right?
And some of us, just like really hard headed. I was just, just hard headed, man. And,
we all are.
Yeah. And don't, and it's like that really got my attention, man. And it was time to get back to where I need to be with God, and and God spent time with me, and just on an assignment, just to, I just rededicated my life for a purpose of just serving, to just help others with my gift, so I was just like, well, when I rededicated my life, when my wife was at the hospital, and it was me and my daughter at home, like one night, it was just really lonely, just
right. I bet
on one side of the bed with my baby not there. So I'm just like, man, wow. So I just rededicated to Christ. I said, Lord, I'm just going to rededicate myself. I'm going to do whatever you need for me to do. And, God just like dealt with me. And it's important to me with this gift to give.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what, and so, we here, man, just whatever we can do. Like, we here with the music, but our hands are here. We want to connect with everyone, whatever help. And we didn't come to bash anyone. We didn't come to put anyone down. Just to love on people and to just help people, whoever you are, come as you are. It don't matter who you are. Just want to love you and just encourage you and help.
Okay,
that's it, man.
That's good. Yeah, you seem very, very grateful. And Mr. Meek, did you want to add to that, or you were just coming to the mic?
No, I'm just going.
But I think that's beautiful what you said. You just hear the love. I think that's what we need now. We just need unconditional, selfless love. I find a lot of people do a whole lot of stuff to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this, but I want something back, or okay, I hurt you, so I'm gonna do something back. You just need that, I'm human, you're human, I love you, what can I do to help, regardless of anything else. That's beautiful what you said, and
thank you.
That's nice. It probably came out from a lot of hurt.
Stepping into your calling,
but
he wrote them with the crosses. Yeah.
So, how could you categorize your music? Would you consider your gospel artist, or just more? Because I listened to some of your stuff. It's not. I wouldn't say it's gospel, but it's definitely Christ based. But it's.
I put it like this. It's Christ based,
right?
But it's for everybody,
right?
It's from
the gospel for everybody.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
I mean, it's for everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but see if you can bump it in any hood, pretty much, huh?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
Because it was kind of hard for me to put my finger on it, because I'm like, it's not gospel, but it's not quite secular. It's like it's like a happy medium in the middle.
It's encouraging music. It's inspiring music. It's uplifting music. It's for the pimps. It's for the ones who know God, for the ones who don't know God. From the elementary to the penitentiary to wherever.
Right. It's to everybody.
Yeah. So
right. And I think that's what's important too. Like at this point, just with all this going on, it's like we just want to create music too that everybody can enjoy. Right. From the 2-year-old to the 90-year-old, that everybody can enjoy. If you go to a picnic, or if you at home, you won't have to worry about rushing to the CD player to turn it off. You could leave it playing. It's just important for us. The young and the kids are especially important to us, because they love this art form so much, and so we just want to make sure that we really respect them like they should be. Just for us. And
be responsible with it.
Right. Oh yeah, you got to be responsible with your gift.
And this whole project and everything we do is out of love too.
So. Okay. Right. Yeah, we actually gonna play. Is it Any Hood? We're gonna play the song by Minister Meek and Patrick Milla called Any Hood. Is that gonna be on the upcoming project?
Yes,
yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is one of my favorites. I like this jam right here.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Patrick Milla back. Who say Patrick Milla left? Hopscotch on the track like I never left. Shining like all sheen, like Meek, everything new. Orleans, everything. Same old rap game, new lane. Pray over everything, got right. Always walk by faith, never by sight. And it's all right, and it's all good. You can bump this off in any hood, running in the block, under any set. No set trip, and it's no threat. Set for eternity. Eternal hell ain't burning me. At the club or the streets, you can bump this. All good, parking lot or family picnic. And it's all right, and it's all good. You can bump this off in any hood. In any hood. Any hood. And it's all right, and it's all good. You can bump this off in any hood. In any hood, you can bump this off in any hood.
On the highway, top drop back. Jealous, me, not that. Love here, I got G in me. Look me in my eyes, what you see in me? I see the light, it's turned on. Pirelli tires on my coupe, I'ma burn on. To the place, understand where the real kick it. Need something to eat, here's a meal ticket. Chew on this for a minute, help your appetite. Every day is Christmas, so I'm rapping right. To the thugs on the block with a lot of loot. Better ways, our target, you gotta shoot. Bang, I'ma go get it and come back with it. Want a piece of the pie, we can both split it. Who wants a better way, a better pay, a better day? I'm sure any would, so bang this in any hood.
And it's all right, and it's all good. You can bump this off in any hood. In any hood. Any hood. And it's all right, and it's all good. You can bump this off in any hood. In any hood. You can bump this off in any hood.
Welcome back to Miss Music. That was Any Hood with Meek. Minister Meek and Patrick Milla. I've been messing them names all day. Anyway, Minister Meek, man.
Yes, sir.
It seems like you reinforcing the stereotype that ministers and pastors are all ex-cons and players and pimps. He came back here as a real minister and has been to jail. We need to keep a tally of the ministers that come in here who have a past.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, man. I was actually brought up in a church environment. I knew ways of the Lord, but at the same time, I didn't acknowledge Him. I was, we grew up in the inner city, didn't have much, and I saw what all the big timers was doing, making their money. I was like, I need to get a piece too, and so I was like, I need to eat, so I had an opportunity to, make some money. So that was like a green light to go get it. So
right.
I ended up, getting told on and, really coming to find out that everybody said your friend, they're not your friend. I didn't get no mail, no visits, nothing, and I got out. Then I was on 2 probations at the same time, so it was like real hectic and hard.
Yeah.
I had to pay fees and legal fees, and I didn't have the money to do that. So I went back out there again, and I went out of state and did some things that I had no business doing.
Okay.
And got caught up again, and they tried to give me 15 years, man.
Damn.
Wow. And this is a tripped out part. I was already down twice, and the judge was looking at my priors, and I had the courtroom was packed, jury trial.
Okay.
DA, prosecutor, everybody was there. Now this was so unreal. I had been down twice, And and I was already on probation, mind you. So
right.
Probation. They
Dude used to be wild, dog.
And out of nowhere, I had a court-appointed attorney, so you know what they about.
Right.
And out of nowhere, I got a free world attorney. I didn't understand what was coming from. So the judge looked at him, and he looked at me, and he was looking at my record and my priors. I was like, oh man, because I was in the North Tower, and there was grown men coming back crying because they was getting 45 aggravated sentences. I didn't know what was going to happen to me. It was next for me to come up.
Right.
So all of a sudden, he told the bailiff to get this man his clothes and let him go home. And I was like, what?
What?
Like, for real?
Yeah.
And the judge, I'm serious, man, he got down off his pedestal, man, and told me, he said, I see something in you, and you don't belong here. And he let me go like that. Like, seriously.
Wow.
Yeah, there were witnesses there. They didn't get a chance to open up their mouth. Prosecutor didn't get to open their mouth. No, it was a shut case. I didn't have any attorney fees, no court fees, no restitution fee. It was a divine act of God, bro, for real. Ain't nothing ever like this happened. And before I got in, I was on the chain with like 7 men connected. Hand, wrist to wrist, wrist to wrist. And in my mind, I was like, Lord God, if you just let me out this, I promise you, I serve you and I work for you. And here I am.
Man.
Here I am. Here I am.
Man, I got some traffic tickets I need you to represent me for.
Hey, I
didn't even see something in you. That's all I need.
And at that time,
that's amazing.
I didn't understand what was going on, but
right.
I have a purpose. We was all created on purpose for a purpose. Now, I didn't know my purpose then, but I know now, and it's to give back to people and let them know that there is hope. And the things that I've been through, there's cats out there that's going through the things I was going through, hungry. But I need to go out there and let them know, hey, there is a way, there is hope. See, a lot of people walk around with no hope. That's what the problem is. There's no hope, and we need more men. To stand up, and pick up the torch, and let these young brothers know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the right and the wrong way to go.
There's consequences for each step you want to take.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be honest too, because you can't just say this way is gonna be all good, and one other way is gonna be all bad, because there's good and bad in both on both sides.
And it's not our job to let's say a guy's on the corner, selling dope and talking foul, so beat. Now it's not our job to go beat him down.
Right.
Our job is to go show this brother love, out of love. You know what I mean?
Right.
And just share with him there's a better way. We don't even know at that point if that guy's about to get ready to turn his life around.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's my job to show love. And if I say I got God, He's inside of me. And what's inside of me needs to come on out.
That makes a lot of sense.
And with that, I just like to add. Minister Meek is absolutely right when it comes to what we do, men of God. Like people of God, our job is to show people love, never to judge.
Right.
Even when all these things going on, we still all human beings, but it's just when, as a men of God with Christ living, inside, to just people who are outside of Christ, just people who don't know anything.
We got you.
God,
we got you.
Our job is to share it with them, but never to judge, just to love.
Right. Love and pass on information,
that's
basically,
it.
right?
And
never judge.
We just want to
not let you be judged.
That's right. We just want to clear up that misperception. You can come as you are when you come to, God's house. And, you don't, a lot of people, some people have the mentality that you have to clean yourself up before you go to God's house. Well, when I get myself together, I finally make it. God wants you as you are.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't hide anyway, right?
Come dirty.
I think people
and let Him take it from there.
I think people a lot of times always say, they say they got to go to God, and I think God comes to you. When you're down in your dirt, when you're in the mud, you're in the lowest part of the low, and you don't even see the light, but you know it's there, and you're like, okay, once I get clean, no, God comes to you. God goes through the dirt with you. He gets off. I don't think He's on a high horse, but He gets down. He digs through the dirt to try to find His lost sheep. So He comes to you, and I don't think a lot of people, like you say, they don't have hope because they can't see. They might know God, but they can't see it. But God comes to you.
Well, I mean, God shows His love through His representatives, right?
Right.
And I think a lot of times some of His representatives are very judgmental and turn a lot of people off. So,
yes.
Right.
So you just got to do your job and, like you say, pass on information. Don't judge. You know what I mean? Because, like Droski said, let you be judged.
Right. And to all the people who are like feeling like that, it's a lot of kids in like transition right now. Kind of like my daughter when she was 23 years old, But I mean, keep your head up, all the young folks out there. Just because you're young right now, I mean, it's a long road ahead. If you haven't figured it out yet, exactly what you want to do, don't give up. If you try something and it don't work out, that's okay. Try something else until you find something that you like and stick with it. You don't have to do 3 things. You could just do one thing.
One thing really well, huh?
One thing really well.
And stick with it. The best move, all right?
Right.
Absolutely.
Man, we want to thank y'all so much. I'm sorry, we're getting close to time.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, but before we leave, Minister Meek said you might want to go ahead and bless the mic with some freestyle. I think
you better believe it.
Okay, yeah, I think he got a crumb from it. Yeah. We about to drop a track ahead.
Can we just put our contact info out?
Oh yeah, I was gonna let him go. I was gonna let him go.
Okay.
And get some hype for the album coming out with a little lyrical flows. Then I was gonna come back and let you go ahead and drop your information. Is that okay?
That's fine.
You need to tell me when to stop because I go.
If you go, man, you just tell me what beat you like. Look, hold on 1 second, I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, look like you. I can tell
you're ready.
Yeah.
You ready? He moved his chair and everything, set up straight.
Lay back again.
Yeah, he's ready. All right, we're trying to find you some beats.
Yeah.
Some music on.
You can go ahead.
All right.
Music.
Time almost.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you when I grew up. I don't care if it was jazz or classic on the radio, any kind of beat. I was on it.
You just on it.
Even
all
like
the time.
when I was listening to CDs, Run DMC, when the song was going off, when there was a little piece of instrumental was going, I'm on it.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
If you heard any sign of beat, you're like, what?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You were on it. That's good. I guess that's how you get good.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Sorry it's taking so long, man.
It's all good.
No, it's not.
I'm
joking.
All good things come to those who wait.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's about to bless
I'm
the mic.
joking. Y'all know I love y'all.
Man, if you don't, I'm gonna have to. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna put. Yeah.
Is this one?